One of Hollywood's most beloved romantic stories is coming to life on stage at Walton Arts Center. Adam Pascal stars in Pretty Woman the musical, and he is joining us today. Hey, Adam, thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Good morning.
Yeah, so you're on tour right now. Where are you coming to us from?
Currently in Atlanta.
Oh, you're in Atlanta. All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the show. I know a lot of folks are going to be familiar with the movie, but what can audiences expect from Pretty Woman the musical?
Well, the creators have tried to do a faithful adaptation of the movie. So there's a lot of those classic moments from the film that people remember that they'll see translated to the stage. But the biggest difference, I think, is that you're being presented this story, this classic story that we all remember, with this incredible Bryan Adams music. And so it's just being told in a different way, and they have changed some of the characters a little bit, maybe sort of built up a little bit more story to some of the characters, so it's very similar to the film. It has all those classic moments, but it's this fantastic fun music that everybody walks away humming every night. You know?
Yeah, of course, it just elevates that show, I'm sure. Can you tell us a little bit about your character, Edward Lewis?
Sure. Well, he's the if you remember from the film, it's the Richard Gere character. He's a billionaire who can't find love, and he meets this woman, and they end up falling in love, and they have this whirlwind romance over the course of a week, and they fall in love, and they find each other, and they find that their differences are what bring them together, and they help each other find what it is about themselves that they've always been looking for, that they've never been able to find with anybody else.
Are there any similarities between yourself and the character you play? Like, are you a real-life billionaire? Because if you are, I'm ready to meet you.
That's a good question. God, wouldn't that be nice? No, unfortunately, I'm not. I would say the biggest similarity is that we're both New Yorkers. Okay. Edward Lewis is a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker as well. But that's probably where the similarity ends.
Yes.
But look, I mean, I would say that in all honesty, I mean, if I had to find a similarity, it's this desire for love and connection that both of these men share, that I share with him.
I think that's something we all have. Talia, if you had the chance to marry a billionaire, what would you do?
Oh my goodness, I would go shopping.
Yeah, go shopping.
Every single day. I'm traveling nonstop. I
think that's the theme. Also, shopping is a big part of the movie that I remember, right?
Of course. I mean, look, there's money involved. There's going to be shopping.
Yeah, exactly.
It has to be.
What do you enjoy most about being part of this cast that you share the stage with?
Well, it's really, you form such a close bond with all these people, and you go out on stage every night and do this show, and it's like going into battle, and and so it galvanizes everybody, and we form such a sort of a close bond with each other, and with my co-star Olivia Valli, like the two of us have hit it off so much, and it's great to be able to bring a friendship that exists off stage and bring it on stage and have that chemistry affect how these characters interact.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite song maybe that you could tease that our audience could be looking out for when we see this musical?
Well, I don't know if I could tease it because it's a little early in the morning, so I don't think I'll be singing any notes. But I can tell you that the song "Pretty Woman" does show up at the show, but you have to wait till the end for it. But the thing about the Bryan Adams music, and what I love about all this is that it's so reminiscent of his music, and so you hear all of these songs in our show, and you go, "Oh, of course, that's Bryan Adams. That sounds like Heaven. That sounds like Summer of '69. That sounds like like you can sort of pick out all of his hits that have little tastes in all of our songs."
Yes, certainly, and he was a person, I feel like, when I was growing up, that his songs were like attached to movies all the time. Like he had the hit song for Robin Hood. He had a song for the Three Musketeers movie. So I kind of already associate his artistry with movies. It's really cool to see that it's coming to the stage. Now, I got a question for you. Have you ever been to Arkansas before, Adam?
That's a good question. This is my third national tour. These cities kind of tend to get lost, so right. I think that I've been to Little Rock.
Okay.
I can't say for sure, but I think that I've been to Little Rock. But I'm very excited to come to Fayetteville.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna have a blast. We were just talking with Talia earlier because she's from Texas, right?
I am.
But found a home here and loved it. So I don't know, maybe you'll fall in love with our city.
I just might. I'm looking for a place to move, I have to say.
There you go. What other shows have you been in? You said you've been on several national tours. What other shows have you been in?
So I did a national tour of Rent back in 2009. I did a national tour of a show called Something Rotten. And then I did a bunch of stuff on Broadway, a bunch of shows on Broadway over the years.
You're like, no big deal, just a bunch of stuff on Broadway. Well, we can't wait to have you here in Fayetteville, and you can see Pretty Woman the musical at Walton Arts Center starting September 20th all the way through the 25th. We've got a link on our website right now to purchase tickets. And don't forget, I mentioned it earlier, that cocktail add-on class that's happening on the 24th. Adam, thanks so much again for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely.